Hi, this is Bibhu Mohapatra from my new atelier in New York City, and I'm joining you all for an exclusive conversation for Tata CLiQ Luxury, the Luxe Life. My mom, even though she raised us, she was the homemaker, she also had a very keen eye at a very young age. She did all this work with her hands, whether it's making textiles or embroidery panels or drawings. And whenever she had time, she would make things. She saw that as a young kid, I was paying a lot of attention. And one day I asked her, can you teach me how to sew? And she got up from her chair, like, okay. I was pretty shocked. She was like, okay, sit down, let's do it. Just don't sew your fingers together, just do it. And that sort of gave me a lot of confidence. So my sister was my first muse, or simply put, the guinea pig of my little experimentations. But she also gave me a lot of confidence. And as I was going through that process, and my mother one day saw that, okay, I've gotten better. So the cousin's wedding was happening, and she actually handed me some money, go buy some fabric for your sister, design something so that she can wear something unique. That was another level of like acknowledgement that, okay, you're doing something good with your passion. And so I went and bought some fabrics and made this outfit for her. I remember I was there at the event space early, and I was standing on the side door. It's the Rautla Club. And then my sister, who's but she was also walking into this big hall with full confidence with this canary yellow chiffon and gold black cotton jacquard outfit. And I couldn't recognize her. That's when I realized that actually clothes can empower. And for my sister, she was feeling the whole evening, and next day she was like very grateful that how she felt. And she was trying to explain, and I was trying to soak that in. I don't sit down and design. There's nothing wrong in this. I don't sit down and design because I want to make a pretty outfit or pretty thing. It has to fit into someone's life, someone that I know, someone that I adore, or someone I don't know yet, but I would like to. So I truly believe that it is about empowering them. It is about sharing that energy that they have. Because I don't think it's not only my clothes that empower women. I am being empowered by them if they put something on their back that is designed by me. Only strong women can provide us. And for me, I'm always inspired and driven by that. And the minute I discover and I meet someone like that, whether they have deceased or they live, it just makes my process that much more easier, and I become hungrier to make something. But it's always centered around women. So here now we have a storefront. It's over 5,000 square foot. This is where our atelier is, and this also is a showroom and a store where we are going to not only show our collections, but we are also going to collaborate and hopefully use this as a platform to support other up-and-coming designers to showcase their work as well on a sort of a rotating basis. Having a store of my own was a part of a dream within a dream, right? Having a brand was the master dream. And within that, having my own atelier, my team, and eventually having a storefront of mine. And there's plenty of space here for people to come in and express. And they're not just fashion people. They could be artisans, they could be accessory designers, jewelers, could be furniture makers. I want to use this space as a gallery. As I was finishing my master's degree in Utah, my major professor said, like, you need to go to New York if you're going to do something in fashion. So I applied at FIT. I got in. I just had enough money for a year. But then I studied economics, so I could do numbers okay. So after I paid my yearly tuition fee and my room and board, I had just enough money, like $2, under $2 per meal every day. And that's it. The day I finished my college, my school, I printed like 20 or 25 of my resume and walked on 7th Avenue from 27th Street all the way to 40th Street. And all those major buildings that they have, 500, 550, 570. And I looked at the directory in the lobby, and the brands that I knew, that I sort of looked up to, I went to that floor and dropped off my resume. I think I know a few people, but I got 2 calls out of that. And one of them was with Halston, their atelier. They were looking for an assistant. So I started as an intern. You just have to work hard and hustle and be open to anything. And I thought I was very shy, but I was not. Like, give me bolts of fabrics. I was running in Midtown in Garment District from factories to factories. And so I would like to think I had paid my dues, and I was sort of fearless in because I was so hungry for getting that experience, because the school gave me some know-how, but the actual training I got in the Garment District, in the streets, in those cutting rooms. We all are raised with incredible craftsmanship, incredible sensibilities around us, whether it's food, whether it's spices, or whether it's the textiles, or jewelry, or colors. All those were there, but somehow they were sort of streamlined through my training here. And I always draw from my heritage, but it sort of becomes subtle many times, but it's always there, whether it's, we talk about colors, whether it's techniques, whether it's, but I always wanted to design for a global audience. That Bibhu moment exists anywhere. When we grade our clothes, we clearly customize every single thing depending on where they hail from and how they're built. And we're more and more, we do that, and that has become a part of the DNA of the Bibhu brand. So it's not just generic. We know that our audience is everywhere, and they come in all shapes, sizes, colors, with different cultural backgrounds. And that's how we make our brand colorful. That's how we make our brand meaningful and valuable to our audience. See, jewelry has always been in our vocabulary, visual vocabulary, right? Because we are from that culture. I would say about 7 years ago, I was having a coffee in our beloved city, Mumbai or Bombay, and with the Forever Mark team, and just brainstorming, and we decided to sort of, okay, maybe we should collaborate and do something that is long-term. And that sort of culminated in Artemis, which is my fine jewelry collection for Forever Mark, which is the De Beers company. And 2016, we launched the Artemis 1 collection in Mumbai. And then, and that's how it all started. But the thinking behind Artemis started, again, childhood memories. The red coat sleeve my mom had, always mysterious, like she always guarded it with her life. One day she said, okay, fine, here, see it. And she opened the potli, and it had a lot of family ornaments and jewels, silver, gold, some semi-precious stones, and some are very incredible looking that I had never seen. Mom said, yes, these belong to family, the women in your family that had been passed on generation to generation. And after me, this is going to go to your sister-in-law. And I just felt like these pieces could tell the stories of women in my family. And that's what very interesting about it. And my mom almost revered them so much that she didn't wear them. And so I forced her to wear a few pieces, but this chunky armbands and anklets and things that are, I don't know how old they are. So that's all sort of started for me. And so the whole idea behind Artemis, the fine jewelry line, was to the ability of narrating the stories of women and their stories generations after generations, that lives forever. And that's the power of fine jewelry. Michelle Obama is one such woman that we were talking about. They come into your lives. Before they even come into physically in your life, they make a difference. And as we know, she has many fans, she has many qualities. And I guess 10 years ago or 9 years ago, I got an email that, okay, we want to visit you, and start a conversation. And her team came, saw the clothes. And then after that, we did a few things for her. But then I was at the White House first for a small music event, and she whispers in my ears, we're going to do something great together, and walks off. And with her Secret Service following her, I'm like, whoa, what does that mean? A few months later, got requests for a few things and some questions about second trip to India, and some rules and everything. And so I sort of, in general, I said, like, it's India, you know, it should be colorful, it should be celebratory, it should be, you know, but it should be her. 2 pictures came and I made 2 outfits. Then I forgot when they were going, and it was January 25th. I was upstate, it was Saturday, I was at a friend's house for dinner. Then I get a text. We just landed in Delhi. We're deplaning in 3 minutes. We hear your Prime Minister is on the tarmac to receive them, and she's wearing you. I would find a TV. So I'm at the dinner table, I can't get up, so I forward that to my husband Bobby, and he sees it, he springs up, goes to the restroom, tries to Google. Of course, it hasn't happened because it's, you know, they're still inside the Air Force One. Of course, I asked my sister, send a picture. That's what she meant, that she would do something like that. And she appears with the president in her arms and in Delhi, greeted by Narendra Modi. So things became very different after that. Luxury, by creating and consumption of that process, actually makes lives better. It actually gives back to the source of that luxury. If the process just starts from creation and consumption, nothing goes back, then it's not sustainable, and it doesn't have a vision. True luxury to me is something that is created by humans. They create luxury. The new definition of luxury is what's crafted. It's in the craft, and something that has always been existing. And luxury takes time, and it takes dedication, and it takes recognition to come to life. And at the end, if the consumer is not educated about the source of it, then it misses its point, and it doesn't become sustainable anymore.